I always wondered, what would a neoconservative have to say about a known terrorist being dined at the Pentagon? Can I ask you one quick question, Mr. Lieberman?
Yes.
What do you think about known al-Qaeda operative al-Awlaki having dinner at the Pentagon after 9/11? This was reported by Fox News and CBS.
Well, I'd be surprised. Yeah,
Well, all right, he was busy. He was sitting down to dinner. He couldn't really talk fine. So I asked him again. We talked last time about al-Awlaki. He was a known al-Qaeda operative.
Who are you again?
AVTM. And he had dinner at the Pentagon after 9/11. Adam versus the man.
Oh.
Yeah, but there's a known al-Qaeda operative having dinner at the Pentagon after 9/11. It was reported by Fox News and CBS. Are you going to look into this, al-Awlaki?
Yeah, my guess is that at that time, well, I will look into it, but because I've never heard exactly that, although I assume that at the time they didn't know who he was.
Oh, they did.
You think they did?
They did. The State Department actually looked into this, and he's going to become #1 after Osama's dead now.
Yeah. So wait, do you think that the State Department knew?
Cleared him.
Yeah, but did they know that
He had links to al-Qaeda, yeah.
Well,
al-Awlaki.
I'm going to ask some questions about that.
I hope you do. Thank you, sir.
Okay, take it. But he's definitely.
He's going to be the #1.
He's a target of interest. I mean, we know that he's been involved in a series of attacks on our homeland.
Exactly.
Of course, he communicates in English on his website, so he's a particular danger in terms of radicalizing people here in the U.S. who are going to jihadist websites.
It's just a bit odd that he has dinner at the Pentagon.
That's one I hadn't heard, except from you.
Look it up. CBS News and Fox News reported it. Well, all right. You just stated that he is a well-known terrorist. Now, there's official sources that say he was there, and you said you're going to look into this. Do I expect you to? No, not really. But now it's on the public record. Now we could also call into your office to make sure you follow up on your promise. And if you don't, Mr. Lieberman, you'll be seeing me.
Right, meanwhile, the Central Intelligence Agency wants him dead or alive, but apparently the American-born terrorist with ties to the 9/11 hijackers has been a guest of honor at the Pentagon. Julie Kurtz joins us from Washington. You've got to be kidding me.
Yeah, here's what we know. Fox News has learned that Anwar al-Awlaki, the American Muslim cleric, remember him with a worldwide following, dined with military brass at the Pentagon within months of the 9/11 attacks. New documents obtained by Fox include an FBI interview conducted after the Fort Hood shootings. It states that al-Awlaki was taken to the Pentagon as part of the military's outreach to, quote, moderate Muslims, according to FBI documents. Now, the American cleric was interviewed at least 4 times by the FBI in the first week after the attacks because of his ties to the hijackers, but it appears none of this information was relayed to the Pentagon, where al-Awlaki had lunch at the Secretary of the Army's Office of Government Counsel. At this point, a Defense Department spokesman has declined our request for an interview, and it's not clear, frankly, what exactly the vetting process is at the Pentagon, which would have allowed a known associate of the 9/11 hijackers into the U.S. military's headquarters. We do know that currently al-Awlaki is a high priority target for the U.S. and the government of Yemen. He is connected to the 9/11 hijackers, the shootings at Fort Hood, and the failed Christmas Day bombing. So we'll have more on this as the day goes on.
That is a crazy story. With the Fox News exclusive, Julie Kurtz down in the Bureau. Thank you very much.
I mean, I know he was on camera after 9/11 condemning the attacks, and he was someone people were looking at. So, I mean, that video's there shows how insincere he is, and you don't know who you're talking to.
All right, coming up.